Hi friends, Operculocaria decari. This is commonly known as Madagascar elephant foot plant. In India also similar species we have. We call it Gemmi tree. As per Indian mythology, Pandavas, when they went to forest for Aranyavasa, they kept all their weaponry inside the trunk of the tree. Normally what happens, it is a kind of a xerophyte which stores a lot of water inside the trunk. So as age increases, the tree becomes hollow from inside and it can give a big room to keep anything. So that is the story. It is like a baobab tree also. These species have that character. Now I am demonstrating the well-grown 30-year-old Madagascar elephant foot tree, starting from pruning of all branches and settling correct branches and wiring them. It is little longer video because if you break this, you may not enjoy the whole process. See, pruning, I prefer to begin from the top. Top should be a conical shape. So I cut all the branches and we must maintain a kind of a coniferous conical shape, broader base in the down and top should be a narrow conical shape. That is my plan. And then we'll cut all unnecessary branches. It is important to keep it on a turntable so that such a heavy plant you cannot shift from one side to other side. Now just see, don't worry about thick branches, thin branches. It's better to cut off thick branches because they may draw a lot of energy from the tree and they will grow more thicker. But you need a uniform size of branches that makes a bonsai look very pretty. Now you can see I am coming from top to down. I am with a plan. This plant has a slight curve. You cannot make all the plants very straight in erect posture like a human being. Sometimes you may have to allow the plant's natural shape. These Operculocaria plants have a very important character that the trunk is slightly narrower in the base. All the trees they grow like that, all the species. But that is their natural character. A lot of bonsai growers, what they do, they pot the plant in a very deeper pot to cover that so that you get a tapered trunk from bottom to top. I thought, but the natural character of these species, if you retain, that is also an enjoyable. You don't make it, it's not a toy. Now I am the middle portion of the trunk and the branches. There are some important rules when you prune the branches. First thing is, they should be in a step ladder fashion from down to up. And you cannot have 2-3 branches cluster in one point. They should be nicely spaced. And another idea is, you must plan also which side is the front face of the bonsai. Although I have not yet decided for this plant because this tree has all branches all around and they are very beautifully grown. I have been training this plant. I have collected almost 25 years ago from a nursery. I bought then for 2,500 rupees. That was very thin plant. It is a very expensive tree in India. Since then, I am growing in a wider bonsai pot and slowly this has grown very nicely and the whole trunk grew very thicker and wider. Actually, if you see the trunk diameter, it is almost 14 to 16 inches diameter. So that is quite a bit for a bonsai tree. You can see the knuckled appearance on the trunk Those are basically showing the age and the character of this desert tree. It is definitely a xerophyte, so obviously you don't need to put too much of water, and they can store water in their body. If you water too much, they may rot, especially root rot, trunk rot. These are the common complications, and these are the sun-loving plants. At least 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight and even more is also welcome. Now you can see it has got a nice spacing between the branches, because last time I have cut branches which are growing straight up and branches which are growing down. So you remember, any branch growing straight up or straight down, if you can wire it, you can wire it. But if it is in an abnormal place, you don't wire it, you just prune it off. Now you see, there are two small branches, very thin and long branches hanging in front. I'm going to cut them eventually. See, now I've just now cut one straight branch. Yeah, you can see carefully. Another rule is, you try to see the branches are in a forked fashion. That means each branch should grow into or end into a fork, that is 2 branches. Then again each branch can go again develop into 2 branches. That makes it very enjoyable. And be careful. I have taken a closer view of the plant now. Bear with us. It's a long video, but what to do? It has a lot of work, the pruning itself. I have left it to grow very well. If you want a thicker branches, another idea is to allow the plant to grow bigger. Let the branches grow very far. Don't keep on pruning. But if you want a thinner branches and you want to compose the tree in a smaller size, then you may need to prune very often. So I left all these branches to become more thicker. See, it's a very, very long session. It took me almost 3 hours to prune all the branches. You have to carefully prune them, because you may cut off sometimes an important branch. Then a tree like this, it will take long time to grow a new branch. You compare my body size and the tree. It is from waistline till my head. So the size of the tree is almost slightly less than 3 feet, that is 2.5 feet tall it is, and it is on a 22 inches pot. Yes, ideally you require a little bigger pot. This time I am not repotting now. I am working on the body because this is the best time. Now it is summer. Now I am going to prune. Then just before monsoon, and during monsoon is a growing period. See, I have taken a wire. You can see I have taken a wire in a U shape. I can wire 2 branches in the same wire piece. I have started from above down. Be careful when you wire. Already I told you in one of the videos, you have to hold the wire when you rotate around the branch. Otherwise you may likely to break the branch. First you wire them, later on you can shape them. Yes, those 2 fork. Just now I wired 2 branches. You see they are in a V shape. Now here the another set of 2 I have taken. Sometimes you may not get a correct size wire, so sometimes you may have to use 2 thin wires to make a big wire. More thicker wire. Yeah. This is, and the direction of wiring is important. If you want to rotate the branch, that will help you. Okay. Next, here again. So we have to make them a horizontal plane. Normally trees, they like to grow their branches top. They want to go into the sky. They don't grow horizontally towards sideways. Secondary and tertiary branches may grow sideways, but mostly the trees try to grow their branches to upper direction, towards sky. So wiring is very essential to maintain that canopy feel of branches. So two I have done. I am just going to speed up the video because it's very long. See, I have taken a slightly thicker wire now, because branch is thicker. Ideally the wire should be as much as thick of the branch, or it should be stronger, the two ways. Aluminum wire is the best one. It doesn't leave a big scar or big color on the branches. So I prefer to wire with the aluminum wire, and you should nicely wire the branch, and tips you can later on prune the branches, but first wire them so that you will understand. Now you see these two wired branches, there is a big space. Time and space is very, very important for any aesthetic planning. Even in the architecture of the buildings, it's important to have a spacing between the buildings so that it allows the air entry. Why do we do this pruning of branches growing up and down? Because they will obstruct the light and breeze in between the branches. That will lead to accumulation of the pest and also insects, and the smaller branches won't grow properly. So that's why it's very important in a bigger bonsais to prune very often and maintain that spacing so that light enters in all the branches, all the leaves of the tree, and there is a smooth flow of air and breeze so that plant breathes better. And when there is a pruning and wiring of branches very uniformly, tree also can distribute energy to all of them. Otherwise, whole energy will go to one leader branch and other smaller branch will never gain thickness. So dear friends, see, now you could imagine how it was in the beginning. Like a genie it was, full of branches. Now after a lot of pruning and leaving the main branches which are important for the tree, and how at the end of the branch, every branch is in a fork. You need a good tool, especially wire cutter, because with a cutting player and a nose player, it's very difficult to cut the wire. You need a very sharp cutting tool. Any hardware shop you'll get it. And cutting the branches also, you need a angle cutter or a bonsai tool, bonsai cutter, which are very, very sharp. See now this branch, sometimes this branch I have cut a lot of side branches, and I leave the trunk, and once, see this again, this is a little thicker and stronger branch, so you need to use slightly thicker wire. It looks like a 1.5 to 2 mm wire it is. Now when you wire, the one end of the wire should take the anchor on the tree. Yeah, now you can see how beautiful it is. This is basically formal upright, but not 100% formal, but it's closer to formal upright. So a kind of a step ladder fashion of branches on either side. Now I am trying to take the anchor of the top branch. This is very important. If you don't anchor it, it will keep on moving. Sometimes you may break a branch. So you take an anchor, and then this is a very thick wire I am using. This is a 2 mm wire. And while wiring, you are likely to break many branches. I also broke many branches in the beginning. Now I am careful. Suppose if you are not able to bend wire with your fingers, wear nice hard gloves there are a lot of non-cutting gloves, or a cut-proof gloves you're getting in Amazon. Those kind of gloves you wear, then your fingers are better. See now, I took support from the trunk and then wired that branch. After a lot of pruning, you'll get a very smooth shape of these branches. That's why pruning should be done at least twice a year. And if they're growing vigorously, you do hard pruning once and smooth or simple pruning anytime in the year. Ideally, growing period like before monsoon or after monsoon or better periods, don't do pruning or repotting in winters, because that is all resting period for plants. Okay. Yeah. You see now? Sometimes at the tip, if you can't bend, you take a cutting plier, nose plier. Yeah. Now top looks better. It has a very fine, thin foliage. You see here how the plant looks. Now I have come down from middle portion to lower portion. Lower portion already, see how they are double forks, because last time I have done wiring and removed the wire. That's why these branches are very, very horizontal and well grown, nice and good thick. Just see. Advantage of same wire, two branches, because you can take a good leverage of the wire. See, like that. And always hold the wire, not the branch, because you are likely to break the branch if you hold the branch. At the tip, if you are not able to use finger, you hold with any tool. Now you can shape it horizontal, turn it. This looks good. Lower branches should be horizontal. At the same time, they should look down and come up, a kind of a curvy linear fashion. Once lot of shoots come, plant look very bushy. It has a nice small little foliage, and now after a while the tree becomes fully green, and it has very small size flower, but normally in India they don't have flowers so often, because after all it is a desert plant and we are growing in Hyderabad and Bangalore and these kind of places. Normally Operculocaria doesn't bear flowers as much as in desert. You can see here nicely I'm showing close up of, see how I am turning the branch. That is the advantage of understanding the direction of the wire. Okay, this looks quite cool. First primary branch you wire, then you see the secondary ones, then you see the tertiary ones. You may use different size of the wires to prune all branches. Some people prefer to even wire a very, very thin branch also, especially Japanese. But you need to have a lot of patience, so that you need to remove the wire also very fast. Otherwise those smaller branches will dry, and they may even dry back and die. Now I have wired the whole middle set of branch. Yeah, nice. It is quite a nice branch. Don't start pruning while wiring, because you don't know which one to cut, which one not to cut. So first wire it. What you want to retain, you wire it. Then at the end you can decide what to cut, what not to cut. That's why I am not primary pruning I have done. All extra branches I have removed, unnecessary branches I have removed. Now I am doing wiring. After that again I am going to do small tip pruning of the branches. You can see now the clear spaces between the branches. The light can pass through the branches in between avenues. It is all depends on how much patience you have. There is no limit for wiring. Depending on what kind of aesthetics you are expecting in your plant, or how much perfect shape you want to develop, all that matters. And you can prune and you can wire time to time so that you retain that shape. Especially trees like ficus grow very, very fast. You may have to do pruning very often. For example, bougainvillea also, it grows fast. There's a lot of branching take place. You have to be ahead of time. Otherwise, some branches will become very thick, some will become very thin. Then the symmetry is lost. There are a lot of bonsai experts all over the world. YouTube is full of them. But this is a very detailed work, and we are planning a lot of online bonsai workshops. Not just making a video like this and leaving you. I want you to join my workshops where you also sit on your table with your plant and wire and a cutter. Then online we will have a workshop where you can do yourself. I hope you understood. So we're going to have every month workshop series on bonsais, basics to advanced bonsai, to gin trunks, carving, and advanced aesthetics, and how to choose a pot, how to choose a plant, all those things. See here, nicely I have, now slowly I am also pruning, because almost 40% of the plant is wired, other 60 is left. Yeah. After wiring, then and there itself, you try to see the shape, how it looks. After all, it is all your imagination and artistry. Now you see each set of branch bases, they are separate from each other, and there is a lot of good spacing between these branches. In fact, I have sacrificed many branches. When I bought this tree, it had a lot of branches. You can see some cut marks here and there. Those are all the big branches which I cut. Now they all heal nicely, and this is a priceless, beautiful plant. I am training almost 25 years, and it was a 5-year-old when I collected for 2,500 rupees, but today it is priceless. And the way the trunk grew in nice size, it is just fantastic. Now you have an idea. Even after 50% of wiring also, plant shows you some kind of a shape. You can visualize and imagine how it's going to look after 3 to 4 months. It will be full of green, branches will be sideways nicely, and the secondary and tertiary branches will make it very bushy. So it looks like a natural tree. We are almost coming to an end. The whole upper portion is done now. Now I am going to trim some more branches, which are the poking branches or leader branches. See, now it is complete almost. Then you see, you have again close up. You should keep looking the plant when you're wiring and cutting. Go back, and from a distance you see it, then it looks very nice. See the branches is going on the top. I am cutting the finer pruning. All of them should be on a similar size and shape. So all these poking branches you need to cut. Probably this is a front face. where no branch is coming onto your face. Sometimes the branches come in a bush, 4 or 5 branches in a one spot. So you need to really carefully decide which one you want to retain. Don't cut off the branch which looks equal size of that branch. If you have a secondary branch if it's nicely tapered from the primary branch to secondary branch, you don't cut that branch. If there is even suddenly coming on thin branch, you cut it off. The size and shape and continuity are very important. So more or less, for now it is complete. Some branches don't need wiring because they are already horizontal. They are in a shape. Now I have to do some shaping and pruning. Very nice. You can see now, completed tree. It looks so beautiful it is. And after a while, I'll show you again once it grows well with a good foliage. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching.